What sort of symbols were on Wilbur's door? Something looking like a snail with a long neck, a fish without a head, a branch and a star. That should be it.
The door's open, Ivor!
As I thought, things in the temple are controlled with these stone discs. Presumably one of the priest's little games. Open sesame! That kind of stuff.
Open says me, twitched Wilbur.
My first sunken temple, and the first thing I do is run into a trap. This is so cool.
Look at the stone.
One of the stones has fallen out of the wall. Sooner or later, the entire temple will collapse. That's sort of a hatch with a wheel. Oh, it's no use. One of the stones has fallen out of the wall. Sooner or later, the entire temple will collapse.
Oh, hello. He was actually heavy enough, huh?
Even at this depth, there are still roots, and it looks like they keep going down. Maybe I could reach them with Cap and Nate's help. Cap and Nate, could you give me a boost up?
Why should I?
Then I might be able to reach the roots.
And then what?
Well, then I pull myself up.
So what good does that do me?
Well, maybe I'll find a way to get you out of here.
Huh. All right then.
Alley-oop.
It worked.
I'll wait and celebrate later, when I'm out.
Looks a little like my Aunt Ethel. Captain Nate, could you give me a boost up? Thanks.
Ooh, an A10.
That's quite a chunk of rock, but I might still be able to move it.
There we go.
It works! Together, the stone and I are heavy enough. Away with you!
Aw, what if I need that again? I'll look at it here in a few minutes.
Let's see. That was it. The hatch is open.
Yay, the hatch is open.
A small passage that leads into a shaft. But I can't squeeze through the hatch. I'm too big.
I gotta get Wilbur back up. Should I step on the platform? And then Wilbur. And then go up the roots.
Captain Nate, could you give me
No
a boost
stress.
up? Thanks.
You did a whole project on those planes? That's cool. Ooh, there's a wheel down here. Like a missile.
The ladder leads up into the dark, and the shaft gets narrower up there. Hi, Ivo.
Wilbur!
I found a hidden ladder. It brought me here.
Brilliant! What's that glittering up there with you?
This, a crystal.
Oh, can you throw it down? I've got an idea what it might be used for.
The door.
I have to keep going. Having adventures, avoiding traps, revealing secrets.
I think I've underestimated you, my little friend.
That's a stone tablet. It bears the same symbols as the ones you see everywhere on the walls.
Turnkey.
I was looking for a way to open that door. I should too.
Not what I want to do. I want to give this to her.
Look, Ivo. I found a stone tablet with symbols on it.
Really? Show me.
No, he could have done it himself.
I think that's just what I'm looking for. Thank you.
We make a good team.
Now, don't get overconfident.
He's got a tablet.
The stone tablet has rows of symbols like the stone rings inscribed on it.
Oh, it left the darn tablet. It left the darn tablet
That
on the
sounded
screen.
like something's happened
I didn't
again.
have to. All right. And that one. Ooh, something unlocked. Wilbur's
Okay,
drowning.
that's that.
Switch to Wilbur. Down.
The passage is almost as small as the hatch over there by the ladder. I can't even see where it goes.
Make it anyway.
Aha! So that's where this leads.
Is there another crystal there?
Yes!
Excellent, well done.
The gallery. Uh-huh. Whoops. We found a stone tablet right here.
Cold. Wet.
I kind of figured it was going to be a water chamber. He can't fit through there, so he's going to have to climb up one more level. Climb the ladder. Use the door. All right. Go back to Evo. Wait a minute, where's Wilbur? Come here, Wilbur. There you are. Go back this way. It's lightning and thundering here right now, so my dog is panicking. Crawling in and out from under the desk. Back to her. She's like, what took you so long? It's so funny. They just line up and wait their turn. Alright. You gonna shock her?
Wow, that looks very promising. Only nothing else is happening. Aha!
Uh-huh. And we kind of figured that out when we first saw the crystals up here on the pillar.
Exactly the same as over there.
Let's get the other doodly-doos in here. In there. He can touch that one.
Aha, we can move on at last.
The door only remains open when all 3 crystals are being touched. That means that only the person standing by the door can go through it.
So who's gonna go?
That is the question.
I'm so small that I can crawl through anywhere, and Caponate is so strong.
And Ivo is so sexy.
Ugh, and how's that supposed to help?
No idea. I just thought I'd mention it.
Should I go? I'll find a way of opening the door from the other side.
See you later. Good luck.
Okay, time to move. The sooner I can open a way for the others to get in, the sooner we can retrieve the artifact and leave the island.
Examine the exit.
It seems that quite a bit of technique is needed to get this magic trick with the crystals to work. I'll have to make use of that technique now to make this door open for me.
So I gotta get a crystal for this side?
I'm not sure who or what broke the paddle, because it looks solid. The iron bar's wedged firmly into the stones, and it doesn't exactly look light either. Huh, perhaps there are hidden passageways to the sea and this boat was washed up here in a storm. Or the poor fellow came here as a treasure hunter and now remains to give the place a bit of atmosphere. Whatever's behind the entrance should help me go on. It would appear that the mechanism of the front entrance is controlled from there. A light shaft, or perhaps the opening serves as ventilation. It leads behind the door.
Climb through the opening.
Child's play. How about that?
Okay, well, that made it easier.
A few small pebbles, washed smooth and round by the current. These indentations in the stone look exactly the same as the mountings for the crystals in the other room. There's a bowl on the base filled with, looks like compost. I presume that those were once offerings or something, but everything edible has long rotted. But wait, something's glinting there. Oh, a tin of sardines in oil has withstood the test of time. And what's that? A stone disc. I don't think there's anything else of use in there, and I don't particularly want to make an offering myself. One has to wonder if the figure's always been there and the temple was built around it, or if it was subsequently hewn into the rock as a gigantic showstopper. I bet the treasure chamber with the artifact is behind the mouth of this stone-entombed monstrosity. The artifact must be hidden somewhere in there, I can almost sense how close it is. It's calling me, but I do wish that it had never been put on this earth. Nope. I guess the machine has to be running for it to do something.
Oh, that makes sense.
I do ask myself, what are all these machines, cogs, knobs and levers doing in a sunken temple? I mean, normal temples never have this sort of stuff in them, just the sunken ones. Aha, a stone disc.
Uh-huh.
A rounded cylinder with stone ends and a small hole.
Pneumatic tube.
Surprisingly heavy.
I need to open the drawer.
Two stone discs with a shaft in the middle. The lower disc is larger than the one above it. It looks as if there are discs missing. There are symbols etched into both sides, presumably heavenly signs to be admired and honoured by believers. What's written on the sign? Gnome Tech Temple Control System 1000 TM. Huh, that explains quite a lot. Haven't got a clue what this is meant to be. Fits perfectly.
Perfectly. Well, I thought we had to get 3 discs, but this was...
Okay, the discs are now exactly the same height as the shaft in the middle. Right. What's going on here then? I don't know what to do with these symbols.
Ooh,
They're the same sort that can be found everywhere around here. Perhaps some kind of hieroglyphs.
I was never good at Mastermind. I was just very systematic about it. As long as I
The
had
machine actually still works. This thing's swinging itself around by 90 degrees every now and then. I don't have the faintest idea why it's doing that.
Now push a button.
I think that's it.
Oh, that door.
There we
opened.
go. Everything running like clockwork. Come in, you two.
They've been kidnapped.
Can't hear anything. Ugh, where have those two got to? Do they need a special invitation? Okay, boys, what should we do? Oh, great. Is waiting here a few minutes too much to ask?
Hey, are you listening?
What?
You guard them and don't eat them, understood? We will have some fun with them, but not here, not now.
What's the matter with Ivo?
Shh. She'll think of something.
Bad
I
gas.
hope.
Not much longer, and it'll be yours, Mankus. No one will be able to stop you, not even Mother. And you too, pointy ears, you hear? I know you're hiding here somewhere!
No need to shout, I can hear you. You won't get the artifact without a fight. That's my homemade fishing rod. It mainly consists of a stick and an unbreakable line that's several meters long.
Breaks the line. We actually used a rope. I don't know where the string came from.